was that no one was sharing back with me after I had shared my story what their disorder label was. I didn't hear terms like I have bipolar, or I have ADHD, or I have unipolar depression, or I have PTSD. Instead, I guess because of the vulnerability that I had shared in terms of the life experience stories I had, people were sharing their lived experience stories back with me. Things like losing a child to SIDS and never being the same, or going through a difficult divorce. And in understanding that and in seeing the way in which so many people were impacted, what I started to realize about this topic of mental health is that what ties the human condition together is not mental illness. It's not disorder. It's not labels. It's that we all face challenging life events: verbal abuse, sexual abuse, loss of loved ones, sickness of loved ones, job loss, divorces, you name it, we all go through it. So the name of our organization fits in nicely with what we're doing back here as an entire group for the rest of the day, which is bouncing back together. The name of our organization is Same Here, as in you and I, we're the same. Because I can talk to all of you on camera and say, guess what? You face challenges, I face challenges, we've all faced challenges. Mental health lives across this continuum, and on that continuum, we are all part of the same team. We could all work together in our openness and change this conversation. So I'm so excited for you to enjoy the rest of this session. There's so many great speakers. There's so much for us to get out of this. I can't wait to sit and actually be an audience member for some of the panels because we have so many great guests. I hope you enjoy watching with us as well.
Thank you, Eric, for that inspiring message to kick off our summit. We are grateful that you were able to fly in from New York to join us today. We will now break for a brief intermission. Our first session, Wellness, will start sharply at 9:05 a.m. We thank you for joining us, and please enjoy the summit.
For the community.
Because now I feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
To protect my patients.
Because I wanted to protect myself.
So I could go visit my mom.
To protect my husband.
I said yes to the COVID-19 vaccine because I have been the one present in the room with a patient's last breaths.
If more people were vaccinated, we could put an end to this pandemic and get back to some sense of normalcy.
Mental wellness to me means being outside and enjoy nature.
I'm Oopsie the Clown, and a clown's job is to make people laugh. But when we get sad, we throw pies at each other. People shouldn't do that. When people feel sad and angry and anxious all the time, they need professional help. Sometimes you can't do things all by yourself. And you know there is hope, even though your brain tells you there isn't. Please look for professional help.
When asked to address what mental wellness meant to me, it's living stigma-free and being kind. When each of us talk about mental health, do so with an open heart and mind. The more we are open to one another, the more public officials and celebrities speak about it, the less afraid others will be in asking for help. When Demi Lovato talks about her struggles with substances, and Wayne Brady and Lizzo speak of their depression, and Dan Levy talks about a lifetime with anxiety, it becomes easier for the general public to speak up and ask for help, and to not be ashamed in doing so. And because anyone you may come into contact with during the course of your days, your clients, your colleagues, cashiers at the store, waitstaff at a restaurant, any one of us could be moments away from falling apart at any time. So if you can be anything, be kind.
Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Brent Sopel, Stanley Cup winner, 2010 Chicago Blackhawks. What does mental health mean to me? It means everything to me. Mental health is the only reason why I'm today. You know, your brain is the strongest part of your body, and it took me many, many years to figure that out. You know, there's a path that's created for us, and why? That's just the way life is. You know, you can't change the past, you can't change the future, only the now. So mental health is everything to me. It's a daily work, there's daily struggle. You gotta look back at yourself and self-reflect and figure out every single day. There's one thing we're never perfect at. That's ourselves.
Today we're here to promote our Shop with the Sheriff event. Each year, our school resource officers select students from their school, and the sheriff sponsors those students to spend at least $100 to shop at Walmart to get any gift or any item that they choose.
When I think about caring for my mental health, I think about the things that bring me joy. Happiness is important, and we talk a lot about happiness, but joy to me is something different. It's that sense deep within you of contentment and pure peace, and it's different for each of us. I find my joy out on the water. I love to snorkel, I love to kayak, and when you think about it, we only get one life. It's incredibly important to take the time to engage in activities and do the things that truly bring you joy.
It's also on tough days, having those strategies, having those coping mechanisms that can just help you.
Mental health touches all of our lives. It does not discriminate. We have friends, we have family, and maybe even ourselves have struggled with mental health. You know, at times we suffer from anxiety and depression and we don't want to talk about it. Even things from our childhood where we develop post-traumatic stress disorder and we just don't reach out. I think that we all need to come together and we need to embrace people that suffer with mental illness. It isn't anything that should be stigmatized.
And it's functioning right, when you think right, when you think better. Mental wellness includes of thinking about your future, the future plans that you have going on for you, your career, and the things that you want to do, and also being happy.
And it's no matter what age you are, whether you're a child or an adult, you could always have mental health issues, and they're still very important to everyone. And mental health should be your top priority in yourself.
I wasn't worthy of this life. There was nothing to wake up for. I would drink and I would self-medicate, but my biggest thing is I would numb. I had to make a choice, and that choice was whether to stay here on this earth or not. When I walked in here, it was the moment I knew I was ready.
Kinder in the Keys is unique because we deal with trauma-only, non-substance abuse.
Can I change the color? Do whatever you want, this is your art.
And it's for women only.
Our clinical team consists of yoga teachers, water aerobics instructors, therapists, integrative health coaches, mental health aides. We have a psychiatrist on staff. We have a medical director.
It's like it took all the pieces of a happy human and crammed it all into me.
Hi, this is State Representative Michael Gottlieb, and what mental awareness means to me is being cognizant of the fact that some people are different. Some have mental illness and some don't. We need to treat each other with kindness, recognize our differences, and recognize that our differences are not always weaknesses, and sometimes they are strengths.